Slope-intercept equation. This is probably very familiar to you, but we want to review just to be sure. A slope-intercept equation has the form y equals mx plus b. And this m is that slope that we've also talked about. So the slope is just the numeric part in front of the x, so it's not including the x. And this plus b, technically that number by itself is not the y-intercept, but it tells us what the y-intercept is. It would be 0, comma b. The y-intercept is technically an ordered pair and should be written with the x-coordinate 0 and then whatever this number is, whether it's positive or negative. Okay, so if we're given an equation and told to find the slope and the y-intercept, well, by far the easiest thing to do here would be to turn it into that y equals form so that we can just look at it and read off the answers. So I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to solve it for y. The simplest way, in my opinion, if I have a negative y term, add that 6y over to the right-hand side. So that would leave me with the 6y equals the 3x minus 7. Divide everything through by 6. And then I would reduce where I can, so the 3 over 6 reduces to a half x minus the 7 6, that's equal to my y. If it makes you happier, put the y on the left-hand side there. So y equals 1 half x minus 7 6. And what we just said was that this number in front of x is going to be our slope, so it's a 1 half. It's a positive number, means if I graphed, I would see my line going up from left to right. It's not a very big number, so it's not going to be a real steep line. The y-intercept, well, I'm going to grab this number here and make it in an ordered pair, 0, comma, negative 7 6. That's our y-intercept, or where it crosses the y-axis. Let's take a look at graphing with this y-intercept form. Previously, when we've graphed, we've set up a table, and we might have used 0, 3, negative 3 as our x's. But there's an alternate way of graphing using the slope and the y-intercept. So we're going to grab this number here. That's going to be our slope, negative 2 over 3. So it's a negative 2 rise, meaning it goes down, and then runs horizontally 3. This 4 tells me that my y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, 4. Okay, so if I'm going to use this technique, I always start here with this y-intercept. So we're going to plot that point, and then we're going to use our slope. So rise, negative 2, remember that means down 2. And then run 1, 2, 3. Label that, well, that would be the ordered pair 3, 2. We can keep going. We can go rise negative 2 or down 2 more, and then run 3, and we land over here at 6, 0. Now, if you like graphing with this method, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would strongly suggest that you'd want to check some of your points in case you accidentally counted wrong or something like that. So I'm going to check the 6, 0. My equation was y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. So we're going to put the 0 in for the y, the 6 in for the x, and see if it works out. Well, 3 into 6 is 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 4, yep, it's 0. So it works. I'm pretty confident that I've got the right line here.